Hello there! Welcome to the Clark side. I am Clark. Before we begin, please remember to chill touch that like button, subscribe to join the Skeleton Crew, and if you enjoy the content on this channel, check out the links in the description below. It would be absolutely awesome to have some support. Thank you so much. Without further ado, we will delve back into Curse of Strahd. Alright, who can recap us on what happened last time?
I existed in the ether between planes. But I was informed that I did not die. So,
That is accurate.
So we heard some screams and stuff, and this guy nodded and said, "Hey, go handle that." And we ran to handle it, and found a bunch of vampire kin or some type of vampire things eating people, and we tried to kill them, and we got our asses. I would say handed to us, but we definitely had a good workout from it. Gare almost died, but we kept him alive, just barely. After they all fled, we had to meet Strahd himself inside of a church that we burned down because reasons.
Yes, you did burn that church. Quite accidentally, but you have
It was
indeed
filling up
burnt
with
it.
swarms. What were we supposed to do?
Yes, does anybody remember what happened after that?
There was an after that.
Yes.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me check my notes.
Yes, the notes. The notes.
We met Rictavio. He's a half-elf man in the yellow hat. Not yellow hat. He's not the man in the yellow hat. He's the man in the yellow suit. Right.
That is correct.
There we go. And I do not remember what he said. I just remember all I wrote down was Rictavio ? Half-elf man in yellow suit.
Well,
Perfect notes.
we can jump right in from there. You find yourselves awaking within the Blue Water Inn after returning to your rooms for the evening to rest. You had quite the harrowing night. You have some well-earned sleep. You've had a long rest. You're all back up, tip-top shape. And everything seems kind of quiet and somber when you, more so than usual, when you walk down into the common room of the Blue Water Inn.
yeah, so quick question. I have max hit point reduction from getting annually blasted by, I think, the vampires. Is that gone?
I believe it does end on a long rest. Let me double check on the vampire spawn.
Okay.
Yes, it lasts until you finish a long rest.
Cool.
All right.
So we're all back fully healed.
Yep, you are all back in tip-top shape. All right. And yeah, it is the Blue Water Inn is basically barren. And the Martikov barkeep up at the top just seems particularly depressed right now.
I look to the barkeep. Where is everybody? Why is everything so heavy around here?
The church burned last night. The vampires attacked the people, and we have just run out of wine entirely. so they cannot even drink away their problems.
You wouldn't happen to have a cask of your finest wine still? I mean, even if it's empty, we'll take the empty barrel.
We do have plenty of the empty barrels. Would you prefer grape mash or grape mash? Or there is also grape mash. And he has several. He walks over and kind of pushes a few barrels from a little cupboard over towards you, and they're all labeled as grape mash.
I mean, that's what the card said, right, guys? He looks to the rest of the group.
Let's see. A cask that once contained the finest of wines, not a drop of which remains. Gare, yes, so Gare, he, I imagine he's got this, like, written down on, like, a little piece of, I don't know, like, tanned goat hide or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I mean, the finest wines. I don't know, grape mash kind of sounds generic. But maybe?
Oh, yes, it is all we had left. It is generic. It is not particularly good.
Well, where would a cask of the finest stuff be, even if it's empty?
You would have luck in only 2 places in all of Barovia. My family's wine cellar and the castle Ravenloft.
Oh, so that means you're inviting us over for a wine tasting. Is that what I understand?
Well, I am afraid my father is already entertaining unwelcome guests.
Oh, then what's the more the merrier. We can come and handle those unwelcome guests in exchange for, I guess, an empty cask of the finest wine in the land.
If you can manage that, then we would be. And he kind of fiddles with a raven feather that he's got kind of attached to one of his lapel, and he says, "We would be most grateful for such an accomplishment. But my father, you may have to negotiate with him first. He is a stern man, and I have not heard from him specifically in several days."
What kind of unwelcome guests were there?
I have heard from my fellows that they are wooded creatures and druidic invaders of some form. I do not know all the specifics, but I can only tell you to head west. Head west across the bridge from Valaki and head north.
We'll add that to our list of things we need to do. Ash, what do you know about wood people?
Are you being serious?
That's what he said was wooden people or something.
People made of wood. You're not fucking with me, right?
Ask him. He's the one who said that they're there.
It was the general statement. Asking if anybody's fucking with me.
He looks at you with the utmost seriousness. That is what my people have told me.
I bet you they'll burn well.
I imagine they would burn well.
Let's just not burn this guy's house down like we did the like what happened to the church, that we had no ties to it burning down.
They know we did.
That damn Strahd.
Matt, we told them we did. And they literally had guards say, yeah, it needed to happen. There was too many vampires.
I mean, everyone's sad about it, so I was trying to, like, at least make it a little bit less.
Now, guys, we'll try not to burn down any more churches around here. Let's get going.
Gare, who's still feeling a little sore, just after his ass beating, he just shakes his head. Just okay. Let's just go.
Possibly go horribly, like every other thing has.
Everything we've done has ended so bad.
I really wish I didn't go to your dad's bar. You've ruined my life. If I got eaten by vampires, I'm gonna haunt you.
Alright, let's see here.
We still need to try and find that wizard guy that went toe-to-toe with Strahd for a while.
Oh, you have heard those rumors, have you?
Yeah, we've heard of those rumors. What's the worst that could happen if we found them? Or even just spend a couple days looking for them?
Well, it is only a few, perhaps an hour at most walk up to Lake Zarovich. Not even that much. Rumor has it he was around there somewhere. If you wish to go that way.
Garrett's. I mean, so far we've learned a bunch of things about what's around here and have done fuck all about any of it. Let's go knock one thing off the list and go
Except
see
for
the
burning
wizard.
buildings down. We seem to be good at burning buildings down. That we have. We haven't done shit.
Sorry, but I'm good at burning buildings down.
That's your specialty. I read that on your resume when you came with us.
I didn't write a resume. I don't even know what a resume is.
I didn't say you wrote it. I just read it on
Who the
the
fuck
resume.
wrote something about me?
I mean, we were in Sharn.
What's
There's
a
always
resume?
information on everybody.
I'm a little scared.
The resume was just a burnt corpse.
So which do y'all want to do? Do we want to go find this guy, or do we want to go try and burn these wooden people?
Let's go look for this wizard first, I think.
See what he knows. That sounds like a good plan.
Very well then. I wish you good luck. And if you find him, give my regards.
Sure thing.
It would do well to have a wizard ally. Alright.
Greg nods as he walks out the door. Oh, hey guys, I think we're right here.
Yes, I finally took the 2 seconds to get you a "You Are Here" token. Alright. The lake
Where's
is...
the berry?
Yeah, each hex is 1/4 of a mile, and if you're moving at a normal pace, you can move 3 miles in 1 hour, so it doesn't even take you a whole hour to get up to the,
That's a quick walk.
yeah, it's a
That's
very
brisk
quick walk.
pace.
Yes. So, you travel up to Lake Zarovich. You don't have any real trouble as you go. you see the occasional raven swoop down and just kind of look at you before flying off back into the trees. And as you approach the lake, you see a number of boats, little rowboats, attached to a dock along the shore.
Okay.
And further out, you see a man sitting in a boat, and he's got a fishing pole, and he just has this kind of dreary, almost not, he doesn't look undead, but he has this kind of dead look to him. And the lake is quite large. You can just see it. It is a dark pool that just ripples of its own accord all before you, stretching out between the mountains. As you stand there, you see the guy who's fishing reach down, and he pulls up this sack, and he kind of prepares to throw it into the water. Roll perception.
Oh boy.
Yay, time to.
My perception is
mess this
actually
up.
kind of high.
Mine is the
Mine
highest
is
that
not.
it could possibly be.
Wait, where's my
But I can
familiar?
roll, huh?
Yeah, I summoned a crow. Where's my crow familiar?
Oh, he's back. He's just been hanging out with the Order of the Raven guys.
So he's with me right now?
Yes, he certainly is.
Just stand and talk to the guy for us.
I feel like people don't really trust crows around here.
I feel like that's wrong.
All right, Gare. The
Yeah.
sack, the guy looks like he is about to lob into the lake. Looks like it's wiggling.
Okay, so Gare, he sort of like wraps Grug in the arms, just like, is that sack moving to you?
If it is, I didn't see anything.
Probably.
Ah,
Are you
shit.
surprised? What hasn't happened fucked up here? Every time we get involved, we either almost die,
or burn something down.
or we... Yeah. Do you
Right.
want to go try and stop him from throwing it into the river?
I don't know what you're talking about. He's just a man fishing. That's all I see. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Gare is going to cast Minor Illusion and make it look like some sort of sea monsters coming up out of the lake right under his boat.
Awesome. All right. The guy, just as he's about to lob this sack into the water, starts to get kind of this all right, so he had kind of a dazed look before, and he has a slightly less dazed look now. Like his eyes were half open before, and now they're like 3/4 open. And you see him say, you actually hear him say aloud, "Yes, take the sacrifice." And he throws the sack into the water.
Oh,
Give me fish.
Yes, Gare. Good idea.
Gare he just face bombs, just like, son of a bitch.
You made it worse. Didn't I
And
tell
he-
you to not get involved?
And he
Oh, this
and
is
he
great.
dives into the water and goes to swim after the sack.
Are you
All
even
right.
gonna ask what's in it?
Roll athletics.
Can I go get one of the rowboats and just beat him out there? And like ask him why he didn't just take a boat to begin with while he's swimming?
All right, Gare. And yes, you can do that while while everyone else is getting the boat ready, Gare, you just dive into the water and power over. You search through the murky waters, and you find the sack, and it feels like there's some kind of humanoid form in there, about maybe 2 feet tall, kind of thin.
Maybe it's a fucking gnome.
You kick back up up to the surface of the water, and you breach, and you pull the sack up, and at first there was almost no it almost stopped wiggling, but as you bring it up out of the water, you can feel there's a human head in there, and it's wiggling around, and you hear kind of a cough, a wet, like someone spitting up some water. And you head over to I suppose you'd head over to Grug because he's in a boat now.
Yeah, I guess.
I take the sack and then I start to just paddle away.
Yeah.
We don't even let Gare into the boat.
Just don't even let him in the boat. You see what you caused.
Do we even want to say like to the guy, "Hey, what you doing, champ?" You know.
Well, we should probably do that while we're out in the water.
Garrett's gonna he as soon as he lobs the sack back into the boat with Grug, he doesn't even try to go in. He does for a second, and he's like, nah, and he turns around and he swims towards the fisherman who threw this
Just
person
to be
in
sure,
the lake.
you say you lobbed the sack into the boat, so I think that should get an athletics roll.
All right,
Just in case you miss us.
Roll athletics then.
All right, can I yeet this person? I yoke this person.
Jesus. I wanted
right.
you to roll like a nat 20 to where you just fucking just whip them so goddamn hard they just fly into the stratosphere. Even the guy in the boat is like, damn.
The force from his throw creates a
Wait,
mushroom
so is
cloud
this
of
guy doing
water.
anything after fucking...
Seeing all
after
this?
Garrett just ripped his sacrifice out of the water?
He is already dipping his fishing rod out into the water, just waiting for the fish. Like he's kind of half leaning over, looking around.
Garrett's going to swim out to this
Challenge rating of
boat.
a shark.
All right, so you swim out to the boat.
And I climb aboard, and I
You should
just
have
sort of
stayed in the water and pulled on the line.
no. Garrett's going to straight up confront this guy, and he's like going to
You're
stand.
just swimming in this water, and you just climb into his boat, and you're like, bro.
What the fuck, bro?
And he's just gonna like stand over this guy, like hands on his hips, glaring down at him.
And
Papa Gare is disappointed.
he kind of, and all he does in response is kind of look at you with this glazed look in his eyes, and his like just half open, just, I am after the fish. Fish. And he starts to fish again.
Garrett doesn't know how to respond to that.
I was honestly
I'm gonna
waiting
check
for this.
on this person in the sack.
Right, we should probably do that.
Yes, the wiggling person in the sack. You pull open the burlap, and inside you see a young girl, somewhere between the ages of about 11 and maybe at earliest 7. She has pale white skin and raven black hair,
Like everyone else. Nice.
and she is wiggling
Oh,
about.
that's so unique.
Yes. And as you untie her and ungag her, she says to you, Thank you so much. Please.
So,
If you would,
Why do you think he did this?
that is Bluto. He is a drunk from Valaki. I do not know why he threw me in, but all he does is fish and trade in the fish for wine.
Can he swim?
I do not know, and I do not care. I only wish for you to return me to my family now, please. They are
Would
worried
you-
sick about me.
Just to put this into perspective, young girl, would you perhaps tell anybody if I exploded his ship and killed him?
I would say that a powerful wizard who has been seen around the lake has destroyed his boat.
Oh, wait, weren't we trying to ally with this wizard, guys? Because if she's saying that we're gonna frame the wizard for killing this guy, like,
I mean,
So-
he's the village drunk. If he just drowns, nobody's gonna think anything of it.
just say that he had bad luck. We might want to meet this wizard. We don't want to get on his bad side. Is that alright with you, young girl?
My name is Arabelle.
Yeah, we didn't ask.
Okay, Arabelle.
Yes, Arabelle.
Let's just say that he perhaps sunk his own ship.
Very well. As long as
I-
you return me to the camp of Vistani, not
I will
far from
definitely
here.
make sure that happens. Is Gareth still in his ship?
So Gare's kind of, he's like squat. You look over and you see Gare's like squatting down, like looking at this guy, like just like curiously, like a child would inspect a bug.
Hey, Gare!
Just
Gare! Get back over here. Trust me, you don't want to be there right now.
Gare, just to see what would happen, he's going to cast Minor Illusion again and make it look like that lake monster has come up out of the lake and is like bearing down on this guy, like this just big sea serpent.
He looks to it in response and says, I give sacrifice. You give fish. And he's kind of almost like in a hypnotic trance, reaching through the illusion. And he is a fat bald guy. Like he is the
His name's
typical
Pluto?
drunk.
Come on.
Gare
Bluto.
Gare,
He just kind of shrugs and just
I'm about
jumps back
20
into the
seconds
water
away from
and
just
starts-
blasting him.
and just starts swimming back and just like I
No.
I tell the girl to keep watching his boat. And then I cast Fireball on it.
I was gonna say, now, Ash, now wait, I could just take my pick and put some. Oh, you're just gonna blow him up? Okay.
Yeah, I
That works.
cast Fireball directly on his ship.
Boo.
Well, Bluto is a commoner with 4 hit points, so he doesn't even make it into the water before he's dead. You just lob the tiny bead of fire over into his direction, and it just explodes, erupts into orange flames. The lake
I'd say
ripples
we can
and
frame it on Strahd. So
steam
people might be
rises.
happy that happened.
And Arabelle
This is when
actually
we-
looks pretty pleasant at this explosion.
This is when we learn that this is actually more based on Scotland and the town drunk is a position of honor.
Did any fish resurface after the explosion?
Yes, there are a handful of dead fish.
That's
Fried
all you had to
alive.
do. See?
Well, I paddle over and collect the fish.
Yeah, we collect the fish, definitely. They're like cooked and everything.
Yeah, they're
They're steamed.
Yeah, they're steamed perfectly steamed fish.
The girl's name was Arabelle, right?
Yes, I am Arabelle.
Have
And-
you eaten recently? Here, have some fish.
Thank you. And she kind of, she seems a little snooty for a Vistani, she doesn't turn her nose up at it necessarily, but the prospect of eating a raw fish does not see, or raw, a fish with just her bare hands just gnawing into it does not seem to appeal to her very much.
I'll wipe the Bluto off of it first.
She says, "Thank you."
I just, like, kind of throw my hands on my hips and smile happily. We should get out of here.
Just like, I killed a guy. I did good.
Grug's just paddling the boat in whichever way that he feels, well, let's just go this way.
Haven't committed murder in a while.
So, little girl, where's your family at again? Which side of the river? Or lake, whatever this is.
We live south of Velaki. Not far south. A Vistani camp.
The city the camp that we tried to burn earlier? Is that the same one?
That's the only... It is the only camp of Vistani within a short walking distance. This is my home.
Oh, they're gonna hate to see us. That's great.
Oh no.
Alright. As you start to walk back towards Velaki, roll perception.
Time to fumble this.
Yeah, you already rolled high today.
Me? I haven't rolled high yet.
Oh, I thought, no, yeah, Gare passed.
Yeah, no, it's I have been.
I rolled a 4 last time. This time I rolled 2 better.
Alright. Jake.
We sure are an observant bunch.
As you're walking away, you just turn around at the right moment and you see across on the opposite side of the lake a humanoid figure walk out of the woods, and suddenly a bolt of lightning leaps from his hands, and you can hear like the murmured echoes of him shouting some you don't know what, you can't actually make it out. And as he blasts into the lake, much like when you threw your fireball, fish start to pop up, like little specks of fish, and you see him gathering them. And you hear an almost mad kind of laugh as he picks the fish up.
I like this guy.
And he walks back up into the woods of, or rather, this Volich woods.
I like that guy.
What guy? The guy we just roasted? Yeah, that was pretty good.
Nah, the guy blasting lightning into the river.
There's a guy blasting lightning in the river?
Yeah,
I mean,
you don't
that's the
get
guy
it.
we're looking for.
He went that way, and
Well,
I point in the wrong direction.
What are we waiting for? Let's go!
He wanted you to go first. You didn't see him waving to you?
No.
I mean, you do have boats if you'd like to go after him.
I look at Greg and I be like, all right, I'm lying. He went that way, and I just point the actual direction he was.
You're lying now, or you were lying a second ago?
I was lying a second ago. I don't know why. Honestly.
Reasons. Everyone has their reasons.
We should take the girl back first, though. I'll send my raven after him.
Oh, you send your raven. You send your raven after the wizard, or the
wizard.
All right.
After the wizard, I don't think he'll really do much about it. Like, there's shitloads of ravens here.
Yeah. All right. You send your raven over out to the opposite side of Lake Zarovich. It floats through, and let's see. Yeah, that's further than 100 feet. So I don't think you can communicate with it at this exact moment. Do you wait for it to come back, or do you go ahead and take Arabelle back to the Vistani camp?
Take Arabelle back to the camp. Well, I guess it's up to Jake if he comes with us.
What are we doing? Sorry.
Dropping off the little girl.
Yeah, we're just dropping her off, right?
Right, but obviously we're gonna show up and they're gonna be like, "Oh, you burned down a building. Fuck you." And we're gonna be, "Whoa, wait, your daughter. We're bringing her back."
We're even now.
The drunk guy fucking kidnapped her and planned on drowning her as a thing for some.
Let's just stroll in there with her. We're not gonna do shit about it. We'll just
stroll in, big dick energy. Let's do it.
Yep. All right, you travel.
Get some of that fit cock enthusiasm going.
You travel back towards the southwest portion of Vallaki, and you move over towards the encampment. As you approach, you see the elves working to repair what damage you did from the last time. And they see you and immediately start to draw their weapons.
Wait, I saved this girl.
And they look, and they immediately freeze as you have Arabelle forward.
Yeah, we didn't come to burn any shit down or kill anyone this time.
And they trade, several of them trade glances towards each other and say, we will get Argal for you.
That's what we wanted last time we came. Is that so hard?
Or rather,
shut the fuck up.
Or rather, I believe he is busy. Is he not? Yes, no, but you come with us. We will take you to him.
No, I'm good. You said you could bring him to us.
Guys.
Let's do it. Yeah, sure.
All right. You travel up the side of the hill into the tents. Hang on one second.
Just don't like the idea of being surrounded. It's such a familiar map.
All right. With Argyle, you head up northward. As you draw closer, you can hear the sounds of a man being beaten with a crack of a whip. Just whoosh, over and over again. And then, as you draw close and one of the elves goes into the tent, this man right here,
so many fucking horses here, dude.
No. We should take a couple.
comes out, and he says, "You have my daughter? Where is she?"
Yeah. I
She's
just
right
kind of
here.
show her.
And
Some town drunk kidnapped her and tried to sacrifice her to the lake.
he rushes down and embraces her.
It won't happen again, I'll tell you that much.
No, it won't.
So, what am I to do with you? You burned down part of my guards? But yet you returned my missing daughter when all of my other men were drunk and could not keep an eye on her.
It's nothing personal. It was just business.
Business,
The town is pretty pissed off that y'all are stealing all their wine. And so they sent us up here to talk to you, and that never happened because your guards were assholes and wouldn't let us talk to you.
We are not stealing the wine.
Well, that's just what we were told.
The wine has not been coming for weeks. And we are beginning to run out ourselves. But first things first. This is a cause for celebration. Let us share what we have with you. One moment.
All right.
You like steamed fish?
Yeah, we got a couple steamed fish if you want some. We can share some food, I guess.
It has a little bit to do with what happened to the man who kidnapped your daughter.
Yeah.
He has a cruel smile creep up his face. Ha ha, I like it.
I guess in the long run, a sacrifice did work to the lake, though.
Yeah, you got that right. He's gonna be with all the fishes he wants because he can sleep with them now. That's how that joke goes, right?
I think so.
Yes, buddy. That's exactly how that joke goes. And Gare, like, pats him on the top of his head.
That's a tall reach.
Hey, where's Dev's character? You didn't put him on the map, Ben.
Dev, are you even awake?
He's
What?
he's been speaking.
Sorry. Map did not work as well as I was hoping it would.
He forgot to put you on the map.
Yeah, hang on.
You know what that means? It means if we get into combat, that you're invincible.
Yeah.
He's gonna watch us die if you tell him that.
That's exactly what he's gonna do. He's just gonna sit here and be like, man, I wish they would stop killing just everybody.
Standing over our corpses, grinning as his turret just sits there. Please, save us.
Alright. Let's see. Oh, and Arabelle is indeed 7 years old.
Jackpot.
Do any of them have anything to say to the fact that we just have a giant fucking saber-tooth tiger with us, or?
No, I mean, they do, several of them do kind of eye it suspiciously.
Also, other map, what the fuck?
I was... Okay, good, you...
I was just gonna ignore it.
I would try to.
Tech.
Ah, here we go.
It's a good thing she's home then.
Alright, as they go back, they bring out of one of their wagons a chest. And they start to bring out several chests, actually. And he says, "You may take your pick of one of these chests." And he and another man start to open each one. One chest is straight up just filled with silvery coins, electum pieces actually, numbering, you estimate, about 1,000 or so. One iron chest that contains 650 gold, or a box full of different jewelry. He also brings out a wooden throne that he asks you not to take because he likes that one, but he will offer it to you if you want. And there's a rug with a unicorn on there. And he says, please, take your pick.
What's with the
Right.
rug?
The rug? It is just an
It's a
exquisite
rug.
rug. Yes,
Does it fly or is it just
It's a rug.
this rug is 750 gold pieces worth of beauty.
I don't think he would offer it to us if it could fly. No sensible person would. It's a rug.
You can't put a price on the life of your children, so you never know. I just was trying to clarify what
He's
was
not putting a price on it.
being.
He's simply rewarding us. God. I'm so sorry for my companion.
Yeah, for some reason we let him do most of the talking. We have yet to learn.
Wait, so there's a chest full of jewelry, a chest full of silver,
A chest full of gold? No, a chest. Yeah, that.
the rug
Silver.
and the throne.
Yes.
Yes, the jewelry also seems to have some form of potions poking out among them.
What's for the jewelry then, if it's got potions in it too? Because
Yeah,
the rug
sure.
may be worth 750 gold, but like this place doesn't seem to have that much for like stuff we can buy with 750 gold.
Right.
So my vote's for the chest full of jewelry and potions.
Yeah, sure.
All
Everybody
right.
else good with that?
Doug will, I will not object.
All right, so specifically, you get out of this chest an onyx jewelry box with gold filigree worth 250 gold. And
Treasure in this.
inside
Wait,
of that box, yeah, I'll just copy and paste it.
It's probably the best.
Yeah, we're special.
But yes, an onyx jewelry box with gold filigree worth 250 gold. And inside of it contains 6 pieces of cheap jewelry worth 50 gold pieces each. And a potion of poison in a crystal vial worth 100 gold pieces on its own.
That face from the box almost costs more than the contents.
I hope you'll use the poison well.
Are you writing down this, Jake?
I copy
Yeah,
pasted
the
it.
treasure-
Okay.
copy and pasting it. Okay. Nice.
Garrett holds the potion of poison, just like, I don't know, can I pour it on your knuckles and thinking you'll apply drug?
I am afraid that potion only works if you ingest it.
Oh.
Don't think poisoning your
What?
fists is a very good idea.
What if I punch somebody so hard through their face it gets into their stomach?
However, I have another idea. What if I lit your fists on fire?
Maybe. We'll have to try that later.
Thank you
Grug
for
looks at his
rewarding us,
hands.
despite what happened.
Garrett looks to the Vistani man. What was his name again?
His name was Luvash.
Luvash?
Luvash,
Or
yes.
Levash?
Yeah, Luvash. And his
Garrett looks at him and says, and he just says, "Thank you. Sorry about earlier. The Burgermeister of Valaki doesn't take kindly to your people here, apparently."
No, he does not. But I suspect from recent news that he will not be a problem much longer.
What happened? We've been preoccupied.
Oh, you did not hear about the burning of the church?
Oh no.
No, what happened?
You know what? Let's just be honest. I burned that church down.
Perhaps we really did get off on the wrong foot. I like your style.
Unfortunately, I didn't do it for fun, which I typically burn stuff for. But
Like the windmill. We burned the windmill for fun.
the vampire man there, Strodo, actually showed up.
Strahd.
And he suddenly, his laughing stops and he gets this cold, terrified look in his eyes.
He wanted to kill a priest that was there, and for some reason just left. Oh, he left and filled the entire church full of bats and rats. It was really weird.
But you gotta keep in mind, he only left after I punched him a couple times.
He did. He actually landed a few punches.
I punched him a couple times, and then he
Never
left.
thought I'd see a man punch a vampire.
What a chicken! Such a coward.
You are all dead.
Yeah.
We know. Wait, what?
Strahd will not allow such a thing to pass.
Yes, well, we actually plan to kill him eventually when we get around to it.
Many have
Yeah,
tried.
you know, it's on the to-do list. You know, right after picking up eggs.
One else has tried and then also burned down a church, though. We're quite capable, you see.
Well, I am afraid if you have gotten on Strahd's bad side, then this treasure chest is all I can give you.
Fine.
Grug reaches into his pack and pulls out the stake that the crude wooden stake from the first church we were in. This is all I need to take out Strahd. He won't stand a chance once I get hold of him with this.
I have heard that stakes are not nearly as effective on Strahd.
I've got this silver short sword. Would that work better?
Silver seems potent.
Either way, once we kill him, we'll celebrate again.
Yeah, I like to celebrate.
Yes. Let us know if you do. And with that, he returns to his tent. He's got his daughter kind of hugging to his side, even though she's too big to be really picked up. He's still holding on under her. All right. What do you want to do next?
I guess let's go try and find that guy again.
That's originally what we went to the lake for.
Go back and try and find the wizard. All right. You gather your things and traverse back over to Lake Barovia. I think. Well, or wait.
Zerovich.
Yeah, Lake Zerovich. All right. You see the lake is still as it was, and the wizard is not to be seen. The boats are still there. I presume you want to hop in and make your way across into the woods?
Yeah, is my raven still around?
Yes, it's come back to you.
Alright.
It says
we see a fried raven body bobbing in the water.
It says that it does relate to you that it has found the wizard somewhere in the upper parts of the mountains.
Well, let's get rowing.
All right. Let's see. You make your way through the woods. and begin to hike up the mountainside. And I am looking for random encounters. Where did you go? Let's see. Here we go. All right. Ooh. All right. As you traverse through the woods,
Keep an eye out. Oh. What is this?
a random encounter roll as you move through the woods and hike up the mountain. For the first
Yes.
10 minutes or so, you don't seem to have too much trouble. You are attacked. You are left unharmed as you move through the mountainside, pushing through the thick pine trees, stepping over stones and other grim things. All right. As you head up, you see an elk standing on a rocky spur about 60 feet away. Suddenly, it assumes the form of a man in tattered black robes. His hair and beard are long, black, and streaked with gray. His eyes crackle with eldritch power. "What enemies are you? What has your dark master come to say?"
Enemies? Whoa. The only enemies we are enemies of Strahd.
Absolutely, roll a persuasion.
Wait, are you a druid too, friend?
Do
said
not
he was an
compare
elf?
me with some conjurer of nature spells.
I can turn into a deer.
Yeah. He does not seem to believe. He looks like he might believe you a little bit, but then he shouts, "Tell your dark masters they can break my body, but never my spirit." And he starts to run away.
I shout, "Get back here!"
You are not very convincing.
Can I? Oh no, I'm not trained in it.
All right, yeah. Garrett's gonna try to run up after him.
All right.
I hate this place.
All right. If you're all gonna start chasing him, roll athletics.
Sounds like a horrible idea. Let's chase this man who can almost kill Strahd. It's the worst that could happen.
So we actually all rolled pretty well on that.
Yeah, all things considered,
We have our leg warmers on.
you actually hike up all the way, and you manage to keep up with him as he seems to be a relatively feeble, typical wizard. And he looks back to you and says, "You cannot stand against my full power." And then he throws a lightning bolt at you.
Oh, please.
That's not what we want.
All right, well, roll persuasion again, real quick. Grug.
Yes.
Oh, just as he's about to lob the lightning bolt, he stops. Hmm. If you had really been a part of this dark world, I imagine you would have killed me by now. What do you want from me? Speak quickly, or I will see through your ruse and see you thrown down the mountain. What do you say? Uh-oh, did my internet cut out? No? Hello? Oh, hang on.
Oh, it's weird.
Okay, yes, let's see. I think I have... Yeah, I have. I paused the recording for a second. I wasn't sure what happened. It looks like... Did everybody see that?
See what?
Discord was fucking up on my end too.
Can
Okay,
you
so-
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear... Like,
now.
just for a moment,
Yeah.
I couldn't hear anybody.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
All of that
I could
without
hear
me
everybody, but now it's saying that you
Yeah, I-
guys can't hear me.
I can hear you, Jake.
I can
Yeah.
hear you. Yeah, I checked Discord and it was like you've been disconnected, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got a pop-up saying that my mic wasn't being detected though.
Huh.
But
Unfortunately,
everybody
it
can
is
hear me and I can
detecting.
hear all of you, so
All right.
Sometimes it be that way.
Oh,
Discord being Discord.
what did you guys hear last?
I don't even
Uh,
fucking remember.
He stopped
Him-
right before he electrocuted us, and then
Yeah.
I said stuff.
All
I
right. He says to you, "Speak quickly before I change my mind and cast you down the mountainside."
Gare says,
Get it?
we-
He's
we
a
heard-
wizard.
we heard
I
that
mentioned
there
I
was
fucking
a
love this
wizard
guy.
who held his own against Strahd. We just thought we'd look for him and try to talk to him.
I failed to defeat Strahd. I do not remember much of the altercation, but I have been building my power up again.
You were alone that time too. This time you'd have us.
No,
What's
I
the worst that
remember.
could happen?
I remember fairly clearly. I at least had some measure of commoners with me.
Well, we're no commoners.
Yeah, we're just a little bit less intelligent.
Yeah, you got that right. Wait.
Don't speak for me.
Actually, yeah, this guy right here is pretty smart, but the rest of us,
You aren't from around these parts, are you?
Well,
And
I
neither
hail
are you.
from Strahd.
none
Give
of us
it
are from
away.
around here.
What gave it away? The lack of accents?
That seemed a little sarcastic for you, Aldwin.
Yeah. I
That was
hate this place so
beautiful.
much.
I
We
love
all do. We all hate this place.
Grug's just trying to make it out, but without dying.
I'm fighting back crying right now.
Grug saw his life flash before his eyes with the lightning bolt at the tip of that guy's finger. He's just like, oh man, I haven't beat everybody up yet.
We're such bad people.
We really
Yeah.
are.
Hey, are we the baddies?
Maybe Strahd is the hero.
I keep seeing all the skulls on our helmets, and you know,
That's for every kill we have.
every time I kill a fat random fisherman, I put a check mark on my stick. Is it weird that there's 4 of them?
You only have 4? Gare looks at his maul. The whole shaft is just carved to pieces.
Is that specifically for killing fat fishermen?
Like,
Anyway, what does he say?
Uh,
In our pleas to help for help.
I am nowhere near my former power. I must rest and regain my memory.
Well, how can we help you regain your memory?
That I do not know.
I guess if you knew, you'd have already done that. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, but you still asked.
You know what? You're right.
I suppose it would do well to have house guests. I think I am very proud of this particular spell. And he kind of walks over to a just an open space on the mountainside. And he kind of waves his hand forward, and as if out of thin air, a doorway opens.
So Gare's impressed.
Oh, whoa! Why can't you do that? He looks to Ash.
Wait, do what? I wasn't looking.
He made a doorway in the solid rock over here.
Oh, it's not in the
because-
solid rock. It's like in the open air,
Oh, it's just a random door?
like a
Yeah.
like a portal.
I'd say it's more
The
impressive.
reasoning to that would be because I light stuff on fire. Think before you speak next time, Gare.
You mean Grug?
Grug. Sorry. Not
Quickly,
great with names.
quickly inside before any of his spies notice.
Gare goes in.
Alright, whatever.
Yeah, I definitely go in.
I feel like this guy is he was he's seen some shit and did some LSD back in the day. And so now he's like super paranoid.
Done some LSD back in the day that is incredibly specific.
He's got the hippie vibe to him, but he's like done a little bit too much drugs, and now he's kind of paranoid all the time. Just like, yeah, man, the fucking government is out there and they're spying on us, man. You know,
Projecting, Matt.
Come on, Grandpa, you got plenty of brain cells left. No, not since Woodstock.
Does Woodstock exist in this universe?
I don't know. It might.
I'll give him an intelligence check to see if he remembers that much.
See if Woodstock exists?
Probably not. Uh-oh.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get paranoid when I hear silence.
So do I.
Please don't leave me.
But like, the real question is, can you actually hear silence? Because isn't silence just the absence of sound?
God, shut the fuck up. You should lose experience points for that.
The Mad Mage does not know of Woodstock, but he seems to indicate that it sounds familiar to him. He's heard
Is
it
that a
in
plus
passing.
13?
Arcana.
Yes, that's a plus 13 to his Arcana.
I mean, he's just ready to throw light.
At first I thought it was a plus 13 just straight intelligence as well.
Yeah, that was very fucking. We definitely don't want this guy to be an enemy.
Alright, point taken. I won't be sarcastic anymore.
I'm still gonna be an idiot. I have an 8 intelligence.
Yeah,
But-
we're definitely still gonna be pretty stupid about this.
And
But
this,
we're your idiots.
Pretty much.
it looks like you basically stepped into a large mansion.
Wait, why don't we just stay here?
It's a great idea.
Yes,
Good.
we may formulate a plan. Find some counterattack while I recover and think upon my memories. What have you seen in the lands so far? I have not ventured down the mountain for I don't even know how long anymore.
We've seen a lot of fire. I can tell you that.
We've seen some hags making meat pies out of children. We burnt their windmill.
Yeah, we did that.
We saw a fisherman trying to sacrifice a little girl to the lake. We burned him.
Yep.
Vampires, including Strahd, attacked the church of Valaki. So, of course, naturally, we burnt the church down.
Yeah, he was filling it with swarms after I punched him in the face. He got real mad about that.
So you can survive. Perfect. He'll be angry, and he'll seek terrible, terrible vengeance upon you.
Neat.
That makes you perfect bait.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
hey.
Bait, I like it.
We're going fishing?
No, not that kind of bait.
I've
You
always
think
wanted
you
to
do
be a
that
worm
thing.
on a hook.
Oh, you mean we are the bait? Oh,
But
all right.
we do not have the power to defeat him yet, though. Have you found anything at all that might give you an edge?
And have this silver short sword.
There was a Vistani woman. She told us some prophecy, something like that.
Yeah.
Aside from that, we got a big fucking tiger.
Yeah, we do.
I've
Yeah,
noticed.
we do have a tiger. I love this fucking tiger.
It actually seems to really, really like the wizard.
By the way, Mr. Wizard, this tiger's name is Cupcake.
This cupcake's name is Tiger.
She loves you, by the way.
And you call me an idiot.
I mean, you are.
I didn't say I wasn't.
Okay.
Saying that you're just as stupid as me.
Okay. I just kind of like give Greg like a nod, like, yup.
Well, it pays to pay attention to these Vistani when they are prophesying things. Or it does when they're reading fortunes. Did you have your fortune read?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, some spirit reading.
Something about a castle inside of a fortress and that's on fire. We need
right.
we need something about a cask of fine wine that's completely empty.
Sword of sunlight.
Yeah, so sort of sunlight. We need one of those.
In a snowy garden. And a mama's boy who's got a strong body but weak mind in the village of Barovia.
And you are told to find these things.
Yes.
How close do you think you are to any of them?
We have a lead on the empty casket. That's the only thing that we have for sure.
We've been kind of busy lately. We've been trying to find these things since we got here, but like people keep asking for help and shit.
Yes, even an arch-wizard as powerful as I have required help. This is no easy place to survive. And you now notice that as you're sitting there, invisible servants have been like lifting up trays of food and bringing them to you. Like at first you thought they were like the place was maybe haunted, but you see like it's actual like these aren't like any of the ghosts that you've seen before.
Bold of you to assume we've seen ghosts before.
Garrett isn't going to turn down free food. He's like, oh, cool.
I mean, you technically have, you just don't remember the nightmares.
What?
Nothing, never mind.
Help me.
Alright. And as you begin to eat, the wizard starts to ask you a little bit about where you came from. Perhaps I have seen your world. I have memories of many different places, and I am not from originally in this land.
I believe we all come from the continent of Corvair in Eberron.
Corvair, Eberron.
Corvair.
Is that not right?
Yeah, no, that's Corvair, yeah. That place sounds familiar, but not... It doesn't feel like my home. And you see him start to kind of stare off into the distance, like he's almost in a trance, just thinking. Well, either way, rest up for the night. You will have a difficult journey ahead of you. If you have a lead on even on any at all, or follow the leads you do have on your fortune-telling results, and you may yet serve my purposes. And he just kind of sits there in a chair, and he looks like he's going into deep thought. And as you all start to slowly nod off to sleep.
NPC returning to inactive state.
All right. The day approaches, and you all begin to exit the building. And he says, only return here with news or a plan. I will remain here and attempt to recover my memory. I hope none of you are turned into a vampire. Good luck. All right. What do you want to do next?
Not be a vampire.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah, that sounds like a good first step.
I guess we need to come back to the village here, and since that's like the only road nearby.
Well, yeah, we were told how to get to Erwin's father's manor.
Oh yeah, that manor place thing with the wood people.
Yeah, so we should probably head there.
All right. You begin to head that way. Let's see. Each one's a quarter of a mile. You can move, if you're moving at a normal pace, you can move 3 miles in 1 hour. So you can move 12 spaces in an hour. Just as you're about to get back to the outskirts of Valaki, Oh, oh boy.
Oh no.
Nat 20. That's the dragon.
That's not good, guys.
No, that could actually be Strahd, though.
Yeah, but...
You again? Uh-oh.
Oh, God, no!
Outside Jesus, my butthole.
Go talk. Go develop a plan about Strahd. Walk outside his house. Strahd's just there.
That's where he's been hiding. Ah, fuck.
Heard you were talking shit.
I am actually really happy about how low Ben rolled.
Yeah, that's quite a few enemies that he could have just rolled.
If
1d8 Strahds.
1d8, and then 1d12 vampire things spawn.
Where's the Strahd? Oh wait, you got the title wrong. You scribbled an S after Strahd.
Oh my God, thank you, Jesus.
Fucking hell, Dev. It's not even like multiple members of the Strahd family, it's just multiple hymns.
That's
Curse of
terrifying.
Strahds.
Oops, all Strahds.
All right.
Fuck.
As you're approaching Vallaki, you see a dark figure crouched low and perfectly still, aiming a crossbow in your direction.
Probably not do that.
Stop that, you.
What the hell we do to you?
He kind of hesitates for a minute. We are looking for a missing villager. You seemed suspicious.
How did we seem suspicious? You asked us for help.
I have not asked you for help. And this is a person you do not recognize. Will you still help us, though?
I mean, that's our plan. It's the only way we're getting out of this place.
All right. You take the left half of the woods, and I will take the right half, and we may find this missing villager.
I'll just send my crow up too.
What's this missing villager look like?
He is a fat drunkard.
Oh.
God.
Oh, we saw him out in the water.
The
His
water.
boat was sinking.
Oh,
We couldn't get to him quick enough.
then he is dead. Good, I can quit my search now. Thank you, I will tell the others.
Sorry for your loss.
He had no family.
I'm glad you said that, Ben, because if you had just said, like, he had a wife and kids, how am I gonna break this to him? I would have probably said I can do it for you, them.
Alright. And you now enter Vallaki.
That went way better than I expected it to, guys.
Alright. So you've walked for about... Yeah, you've walked a good 3 miles. Part of it the way you boated. Do you grab anything in Vallaki while you're there?
No one's selling tattoos of the eagle claw or anything, right?
No.
So yeah, no.
No, I mean, there's a toy maker. And there's a coffin seller.
Yeah.
We might need one of those. Or 4.
Yeah.
Alright.
So how custom do you make these coffins?
Oh, are you actually going over to the coffin seller?
Yes. Just in case.
Jesus Christ.
You see, I
Alright.
plan on dying soon. It won't be my fault, of course.
Your clothes?
It will most likely be this guy's fault.
Yeah. Probably.
See, my friend likes to punch vampires.
I just like to punch things in general. It doesn't have to be vampires. Sometimes they just happen to be there.
Sorry, there's an actual map for this, so I'm moving it over.
For the coffin shop, there is a map.
Of course.
That's amazing.
I fucking love it. That's awesome.
Yes, one quick moment.
This game does pretty much just define that Ralph Wiggum I'm in danger meme.
I'm in danger.
You just sounded like Mickey Mouse.
Oh, he's going to stick it in my butt.
In danger.
Oh boy.
This uninviting shop is 2 stories tall and has a sign shaped like a coffin above the front door. All of the windows shutters are closed up tight, and a deathly silence surrounds the establishment.
Can't imagine why.
All right, are you going in?
I mean, I guess Garrett's just gonna sit out here. It's like, whatever. He just leaned against the wall.
All right.
Greg will go in with Ash.
You see an old man working on the pieces of a coffin. Looks to be about maybe a coffin for someone about 2.5 feet tall. Maybe 2 feet tall, something around there.
That's really small.
Can I help you? He says as he looks up from his work.
I guess we're just looking around. I've never been in a coffin shop before, so I'm not really sure what to do. And he looks at Ash.
Well, I can measure you. See what your dimensions are for your future coffin.
Oh boy, mine's gonna be cheap.
Grug shrugs. Might as well. I mean, we're already here. This is gonna be weird. Should we be doing this, Ash? This is kind of... I don't know. Maybe we're just like... Makes me feel uneasy. Like we're welcoming it or something.
Oh, you would do well to welcome death. I do, and I am making a killing.
That's a good one. I like you.
All right, so yeah, he starts to measure up Grug. He's got like a tape measure and everything. I might need to make one half as big as the others to fit all of you in there. And he's just kind of slowly going across like your chest and your head, and from your top of your head down to the back. What are the rest of you doing while this happens?
Garrett's outside.
Browsing?
Asking if they build them big enough for two.
Yes, we will do that.
Grug holds his hand out. Yes, for my lover here. We want to be buried together. And he grabs Ash's hand. Do you want me to roll a performance there, bud?
What do I roll to not vomit?
That would be a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
You do indeed throw up all over him.
Hearing that, Ash just immediately thinks of Grug naked. Just going, just going, you light me on fire, little man.
Coffin Teller
The way
is
you
having
light
the
the-
worst day of his life right now. Like,
The
two
way you
random
light the
guys
buildings
come
on
in.
fire lights a fire in my pants.
Oh, good lord.
Well, I suppose I will clean myself up. And he goes behind a door, and he starts you can hear him walking up some stairs.
Brooke just starts dying laughing. Oh, you should have seen your face. Greg wipes
So-
a tear from his eye.
We just, like, come in here, vomit on a guy. Like, I legitimately do feel bad for this guy. I'm not even kidding. Like, I feel genuine sorrow for this man. So he just, like, went away to clean himself off, or is he just, like, trying to completely avoid any confrontation with us?
Both.
It's hard to say. And after a few minutes, you start to hear some kind of clattering upstairs, and then you hear the old man stumbling back down the stairs, and he comes back out. He doesn't look like he's actually cleaned himself up much, and he says, "I am sorry, we are closed. You must leave now."
I'm really sorry, sir. Please don't be mad at me.
No, just leave. Go away.
Okay, we're gonna go now.
Is everything okay?
Everything's not okay, you know it. Leave him alone. Poor fucking guy.
You have made a mess of my shop, and I wish for you to be gone.
Okay.
Alright, you can roll perception real quick if you'd like.
Yay. Yay.
Yay! I am so perceptive, guys.
Alright,
Probably
Grug,
be perceptive when you can't get the stench of vomit out of your nose.
with your insight, you gather that something is definitely off, but you can't quite place it. Alright. Are you guys just gonna leave, or are you gonna hang around, or
Ash,
what?
you gonna-
No, I definitely leave. I'm gone.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
He doesn't want my business.
So as you come out, Garrett looks over. What the hell did you do? I heard laughter and someone puke.
I puked on him. Let's go.
Son of a bitch.
Greg
Of
said,
not allowed to buy
course you
coffee.
puked on the coffin maker.
Yep, we're not allowed to buy coffins anymore, so don't go dying because, you know, we're not allowed to.
are you...
Who needs a coffin anyway? That's what funeral pyres are for.
funeral pirates.
That sounds terrible.
That
Sounds
sounds
like a great
horrifying.
But those are great.
You
bro.
of all people, Ash, should know what a funeral pyre is.
What's a pyre?
And Garrett begins to explain the concept of the funeral pyre to the pyromantic druid.
Grug says before he walks out, "Are you sure you don't need someone to come take a look for you?"
No, no one looking. Please just leave my business.
No. Okay.
I tried to help. Grug reluctantly leaves.
All right. As you're leaving, you can see a festival starting to pick up in the streets.
Yay, our church burned down!
And you can hear some people chanting, "All will be well, all will be well."
Maybe Strahd just got bored and went to some other dimension.
Yes, specifically, under threatening skies, a parade of unhappy children dressed as flowers trudges through the muddy streets, leading the way for a group of sorry-looking men and women carrying a 10-foot diameter wicker ball. The burgomaster and his smiling wife, who holds a sad bouquet of wilting flowers, follow the procession on horseback.
Oh dear God.
As weary spectators watch from their stoops, the ball is borne to the town square. There it is hoisted and hung from a 15-foot-high wooden scaffold, and townsfolk take turns splashing it with oil. Before the wicker sun can be set ablaze, the sky tears open in a sudden downpour. "All will be well," cries the burgomaster as he brandishes a sputtering torch and marches defiantly through the rain toward the wicker ball, only to have his torch go out as he thrusts it into the sphere. A singular laugh erupts from the crowd, drawing the burgomaster's fiery gaze, as well as the gasps from the townsfolk.
Shit, guys, I laughed at the wrong time again.
Alright. You see the burgomaster shout, "Arrest that guard!" And the guards start to march over to one of their former companions.
The fuck just happened?
That's a
They
good
start
question.
Yeah, they start to bind him by the wrists and ankles.
Gare, you know what?
Don't get involved.
Goddamn. Okay, fine.
I mean, I thought it was funny too.
And now they're dragging him behind the burgomaster's horse. And now they're tying him.
To another horse?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's wonderful. It's just, it's how they used to do chiropractic adjustments back in the day.
All will be well. No one will be doubtful of our great happiness that we have in Valaki. And he starts to urge his horse forward. And the poor guard says, "No, please. It wasn't that funny. I am sorry. I will not do it again." And he starts to go talk, and he says, "Ah." So are you guys just gonna go on, or are you gonna?
Gare is going to
Yeah. Ash, set the
cast
thing on
minor
fire.
illusion and right in front of the Burgermaster's horse, he's going to create an illusion of Strahd.
Ooh. Alrighty. I don't think there's any real reason for him to doubt that Strahd would just appear right before him.
Strahd's going to appear, just arms folded, a devilish smirk on his face. And after Strahd appears, Garrett's going to cast Minor Illusion again to have Strahd speak and say, "Yes, all will be well."
Well, as soon as you make the image of Strahd appear, all hell breaks loose. The entire crowd screams in terror and flees from the sight. The guards rush forward to the illusion. The Burgomaster halts his horse, and not only does he halt his horse, he falls off of it in surprise.
And then it's seeing this reaction, Garrett's actually going to run up with his axe and cut this guard free. In the midst of the chaos.
You run up and you hack off the ropes around him, and he looks to you.
He just looks at him. Run! Just get out of here! Go!
Thank you, and he rushes off. Alrighty. In the confusion, you see people just running all about. It's utter chaos. What do you want to do next?
Garrett's going to... he's gonna make... He's just gonna run. And you're gonna look at the rest of the group, just like, just run, just go, and he's gonna, like, add to the hysteria, just like, ah!
Alrighty.
He's just gonna stand here and watch everything unfold.
You watch everything unfold.
Just grinning, watching, laughing.
This is quite funny.
Isn't it? Oh man, people pay us to help them.
Why though, right?
Right. We just ruin everything we touch.
Yeah, you see the Burgomaster trying to grab the guards and say, "Stand your ground." And as the illusion, are you maintaining the illusion?
Yeah, he's gonna maintain the illusion for as long as possible until he gets out of sight, basically.
All right, as you do that, the people begin to shout, "He cannot protect us. All will not be well. Stone! Stone!" And they start all picking up rocks. "Stone the Burgomaster!" And they all...
Jesus.
They all start to rush.
Something I can get into. Where's the rock?
Yeah, no, they just start hucking rocks at him.
I throw a rock.
A couple of the guards grab him and throw him and his wife into the stockades. And the whole town starts stoning both of them.
Jesus Christ, okay.
Man.
You know what that means, guys? That means there is now a power vacuum that we need to fill. We need to be the next Burgermasters.
Do we really want to stay here longer than we have to?
Yes.
No.
Is that a trick question?
Now, when all of this is
Go
over,
for it. I'll leave.
now, when all of this is over, Jake, you have to cast Create Bonfire underneath the wicker thing, so that everything's all said and done, and then it just catches fire.
All right. The Burgomaster is dead. The town is now falling silent. And though the tensions are still high, it does feel like there's been a little bit some relaxation, a slight bit of relaxation, now that the Burgomaster is dead.
Loot his body. Or is it too soon?
Loot his body.
Just go up to his mangled body in the stockade, just reaching into his pockets.
Anyone that looks over, I just sneer at.
I will tell you what he has on him next time.
Next time on Curse of Strahd Z.
Thank you guys out there for watching. Please remember to chill touch that like button, subscribe to join the Skeleton Crew, and if you enjoy the content on this channel, check out the links in the description below. It would really mean a lot for some support. Thank you so much, and we'll see you all next time.